Here is part 3 of an FPGA NASCOM. The hardware is the same as it was before. I've fixed a few bugs in the memory decoding which stopped the T2 and BBUG monitors from working before. So now I can run any of the old monitors from the menu here and do things like memory dumps. You'll notice that when the system starts up now, you see a flash on the screen of junk. That's actually because I'm using the video memory as the workspace for the menu script and the script that runs when you press one of the initial letters, and that allows me to load programs into C80 and above, which I couldn't do before because that memory was being used during the boot process. So in particular, that means I can run David's memory test program. Which was very useful because it found a couple of decoding errors in my logic. And that's more or less all of the update, except to then say that I don't need the PC anymore because I can disconnect the virtual UART, put the computer away, and use a PS2 keyboard, which is connected to the board here, and it almost completely works. There are a couple of keys that aren't decoded correctly at the moment, but if I reset, so if I go into press G and go into NASCOM 1, then using this keyboard, everything in here is working okay. I can even now play Lollipop Lady Trainer, which couldn't before because it didn't respond to keys from the serial port. But the problem with this at the moment, if I start up NASCOM 3, it will be quite evident. I press H. Because this is so fast compared with a NASCOM, the keyboard repeat rate is so small that it's almost impossible to press a single key at the moment. So the solution to this is either to run NASCOM 1, which has no auto repeat, or to change the NASCOM settings so that this keyboard doesn't repeat quite so aggressively. Of course, the other thing is to slow the processor down so that it's running at closer to the 4 MHz of the original NASCOM. So at the moment, this keyboard requires you to relabel a couple of keys so that you have to relabel a couple of keys so that the shifted keys match the shiftings on the NASCOM keyboard. Everything's working at the moment apart from the cursor keys, which are a bit fiddly and require a little bit more decode in the VHDL, which I haven't done yet. And that's all.